Hello, me fumble them. Na kushe kushe na kabo kabo, wherever we na day. And today again, we don't come back with a very important topic, which is long-term consequences of child abuse and neglect. So today I be one for play a video, which I believe say most of we don't see. We will show the pictures on the screen. The reason why I'm not go able for play this video here so now because of for making not go bring come an issue when it comes to playwrights na the show. But today we all go discuss what in child abuse mean to we, and then how people like they suffer from child abuse. So today my co-host Nana deal with me, so I will be here so by myself today because then get some family issues them. So before them, please, if any one pounder really want for join me, you go call the line. That way you go be me plus one today. That way we go do the show together if you're willing, and I go be happy, for make you join me today. And the phone line then go be available for anybody we want for join, or you go call and give your own contribution, so that way we all go discuss and learn from this. Just as soon as they see this picture, yeah, so this night 2 years old, where the man beat mercilessly. If you wanna see this video, yeah, so oh my gosh, your heart go really break. You go be like, really, why this person, yeah, so they beat small picky like this. The way the man they beat the pikin is so bad, where I be so speechless, to be honest. And child abuse now things the way they go on. These are things that we don't go on a very long time, even up to today. Nothing where they exist. Na Africa, na Sierra Leone as a whole. Like for me, for example, I go through a lot of child abuse, so now it make where I they see, this type of video, yeah, so in they take me back, and they make I dey remember back in the days, how I be so abused emotionally, physically, it'll make you it'll make you feel so emotion, because child abuse, no matter how you be when you grow up, in the still they affect you. And also this can cause other people them for make them abuse them picking them, or make them abuse other person, because they too don't go through this type of abuse, yeah. So and we get different type of abuse. We get physical abuse, where they beat somebody mercilessly, just like as soon as they see this picture, yeah, so I know say the video not there, where the man they beat the pikin, small pikin, 2 years old. I don't know where that pikin they go do you. Where you go beat her, you go esa, you fling her, you go take tick again. You they add I don't know what that person they go do you, where you go beat her mercilessly like that. And the other abuse where we get emotional abuse. These are things that where we as an African we they do a lot to we picking them, where sometimes you go call you picking this stupid thing. I know say you will see that, so you don't useless, you not get for go not say again. We always they use them word and they on we picking them, or maybe on we family member or somebody where they around we. You see, we always they use them what they are, so which in the affect the person. Now it make the Bible say all the power they inside with tongue. Wait till you pull out now your mouth and go manifest later on in the future. And just like the same way how we they pray, right? So they say, oh Lord, give me money, give me big house, give me marriage, give me a good wife, a good man, and stuff. It's the same thing as what you they say this person, yeah, so this pikin now, this not stupid pikin, this in full, this not full pikin, this it's the same way, because the kind way, the way how you they use your thumb for pray to God for make good thing manifest na your life. Now the same way where you they speak all this kind negative thing, yeah, so towards somebody, Now the same way in the manifest. And sometimes again, we as an individual, sometimes we can abuse we self because that sometimes, let me say, if you want to do something, the thing not go on, you go say, me I follow, or me I not think I go able to do this, so you go begin to say negative things about yourself. Those are emotional abuse because you dey abuse yourself. Just like the way how you go abuse your pikin or how you go abuse somebody wey stay with you. And Sierra Leone mostly abuse wey can happen, na wey people and can go get somebody in pikin can dey with you. Na that kind of abuse then we don't see a lot, whereby some people in can go na village, go take people and pikin, say, oh, make let you pikin come, I go able for for help, I go take care of am for you, I go take am to school, I go do this. Then at the ending of the day, the thing where you go take the pikin for, not to in that pikin they can't do. That pikin they go can be a boy, or that pikin then I go begin they go and sell, which the other people in pikin then and then a house. You see, so me family, please, I want for make una comment, wetin child abuse mean to una, or if una be don affected by it. So wetin na the change forward, how we go able for stop child abuse. Wetin are the things the way we go do, for make we stop child abuse. The phone line then dey down below. Me family, una can call and una can give una own input to wetin una believe say child abuse mean to una. And also I just want to say thanks to Mr. Musa for watching we, and also thanks to Ms. Josephine. And also if I'm not able for see you line, maybe it's because me and you two not a friend at Facebook, and I make I not able for see you. But thank you so much for watch we today, and I hope say you go able for share this video to your friends and family, and that way they go able for impact somebody else. And also the other abuse where we get is neglect, whereby you not go buy clothes for the pikin what the pikin need, go give them basic things them like food, all done there is neglect. Because once the person lack of the basic need in life, that's neglect. And a lot of time people can do that. They sometimes, let me say, if you get human pikin not do what you want, you go starve am with food, go give am food, go buy for a new clothes, go try for dress am because of not to you pikin, or because of maybe you not financially stable. Then they back again can lead to a lot of things whereby some people and they know say they're not able for cater for themselves, but still then they go back and go get extra hands now the houses them where they're not go able for face, and then they can bring come neglect, whereby they able for support that pikin they financially, or they able for support that person they where they na your house, which is very very bad. And also like I remember one of the time me and my co-worker was be they discuss, so and they tell me say why make people then they treat they might treat their nanny or somebody within a house to them. You go see in Africa where, because yeah, so you can't do that in America where you hire somebody, they cause her, they tell her any kind word. Yeah, you can do that because of that person they sue you. But in Africa now they see somebody get people where they sweep for them, then go slap that person because the person not do what they supposed for do, or you go you go kick them. I think that this all na abuse. You see, in abuse and child abuse and adults, sometimes it's very very sad. People are where they don't go through abuse and they affect them emotionally, physically. It's so draining because sometimes when you sit down where they think about how you be abused before dey make you dey make you get tears, e go make you wan for cry, you dey be so emotion wey you dey think about how dis person so be don abuse you before, wetin dis person so don do you. Sometimes dem dey and also the other abuse back again wey na sexual abuse. You know, sexual abuse today in dey affect a lot of people wey make some people and they want for be lesbian, some man they want for be gay because of them we don abuse before, so they're so scared of wetin be don happen, you know, with them before. Like for example, like some people who then can become you know, like gay or whatsoever. Most of them when you ask them why, some people will tell you say because of I been done sexually abused before, so I know they able, you know, for stand this man or for stand this woman or waiting. So if they see then they find out say that they go through another, they go date their compy man or compy woman because of waiting them we don't go through, you see. So that thing there, so in they affect we in a very very long way when it comes to abuse. And also the long time consequences of child abuse. One of the long time effects is in the cause you to for become abusive, and also in the cause you for be so fear where they make you know they trust people them again. You know, you they fear sometimes when you there around people them you they scared say, oh I will get abused or this type of thing has to go happen to me again because of now that they be don't happen to me where I be small, or now this be don't happen to me at this so age or at this time of my life. You see? So nothing there, so mostly can happen to we in a very long run, you know. And also what are the signs of emotional abuse is, you know, they see some people not to say no knock you one for be among other person or no one for socialize, but then they cause them for let them get boundary control whereby they set their limits, you know, that they set boundaries of how. Okay. Oh, all right, it looks like say I don't get Cecil with me. Hello Cecil.
Yes, ma. How you do, Auntie FB?
Oh Cecil, I dey do fine. Oh yeah, thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah. Thank you too. The
Mm-hmm.
topic is so catchy. You understand,
Mm-hmm.
because they deal with family affairs.
Oh
You
yes,
know,
it
plenty
is.
people and we don't face in NTR. You know, parents then we then pick it and they don't abuse them. We
Mm-hmm.
then they reflect on them. We make even the family not stable anymore. And so
Mm-hmm.
picking where they abuse them from is small, they affect them till it grow. Because now
Mm-hmm.
if they try to talk about different type of abuse, you know,
Yes.
sexually abuse as well. And
Mm-hmm.
if most of the people with them sexually abuse, they can get that trauma there for quite a long time.
Oh
Like
yes.
make it see some people, yeah, it say I don't want man again, I don't want boyfriend, I don't want, you understand? It push
Mm-hmm.
away from 19 and day, because anytime you think of a man, you think of that day where that happened to him. And
Mm-hmm.
again, when it comes to abuse, most times people do not abuse their own biological picking them.
The kingdom.
Most times that's what
Yes.
can happen. Yeah,
Of course.
you know, they can only abuse picking them. We then count for men,
Mm-hmm.
or sometimes na, you know, they can't left and gear no more. See, well, at the travel or they go some side, watch over this
Mm-hmm.
picking here.
Oh yes.
That's what can happen.
Indeed.
You know,
Mm. Yeah. So Cecil,
So
since
that day na we not correct at all. Yeah.
mm-mm. Yeah, so since you there na Freetown there, what about where some of people and then they go na villages them, then they go take people and picking them at the and say that they commend them, and at the end of the day you they see that picking them now in don't turn tomboy in the house, now in they go sell water, they go school, they study the way supposed to, because maybe they go sell before and go to school, or they sell after school, where they make the pikin no dey function properly in a school. So wetin you get for say about that?
Well, that na common, na plenty, because some people like can go take pikin upline at the provinces them and count at the big tongue, say they are give me this pikin, I they can help una, let go read near me, let go go school. That are the plan, that are the two they go talk. But when the picking come, a different thing the picking they can meet. Either they can turn and boy in a house, or even if they go school, then they make sure say that picking they sell. And I didn't go tell now say that sell we they sell, that money we they get, either they take feed you, either they take pay for your school fees, either they take care of you. So if the picking not sell, they deprive them from all of them things. Either they don't or they go say now we need to pay for school fee again because of you need to sell and I end up with money. So she don't know us. You understand? So most times that's so it can happen. And now different thing they tell the picky them, parents them. And at times they can totally lose communication or connection within the parents and that picky because they know say if that happen, they communicate together. The pikin must explain again in parent them.
Yes. So Narande then can they try
so totally lost that connection there. Yeah.
Or sometimes even if you are not lost that, even if you are not lost himself, right? You go yagi some of them like some people then go get the pikin at their house, like if their family member they go call for talk to them, say, oh, I want for check how John they do. Then go say, tell them say they do hello, tell them so they take care of you, tell them this. If you talk, some of and some people like, but you want to not get you first, you they're so confused.
Exactly.
You don't know what to for.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I then go tell you now for tell them the good part of the story. You understand? They always they hide the negative part, and which is bad. And we get other people we let me say you get your neighbor or whosoever, one for go some side quick, one for travel, one for go side, we spend 2, 3, 4 hours. They say look for me this pikin here. They go.
Oh yes.
You go see that pikin they go shit. Waiting in no mind do to young pikin, they go mind take and
oh yes.
Yeah.
In fact, why you do this for?
With na young pikin. Yeah.
Oh yes.
You know good one. So you don't see all the one that is safe. We don't see how did it happen. You the sorriness we get for pikin, for young pikin. Now if you share out other pikin them.
For other person young pikin.
Pikin them picking them, they're completely innocent. They do bad.
Yeah, but the thing is, when people are not yes, and the thing when people are not realize say na pikin na in the turn big person. That's the things the way people are not realize. And number one, sometimes when they abuse that pikin, they then think say the pikin small. Oh, it is small. But I don't know say yes, so I know say that pikin they gather all that information there. The thing about no matter what kind of age you dey, pikin dem know would I like them, would I not like them, period. You go see some man they go remember things say, oh, this one be there me 5 years, one be 2 years, and so the person also treat me.
Yes.
Then they remember. But people know
I know somebody now the post we men na so exactly they do Whilst the man young pikin they go school, he not they go school. He now they know the compound for the clean, for the take care of the fallen, the other thing there, you know, the domestic business all na be handle them. So like when the man in Paddy then come, say, but this pikin always with the meter 9, they go school, the company they go school. Wait till tell him Paddy them. He say this pikin no serious. I get a uniform, I go pay for a school fee, I do everything I put on a school. You don't tell me say no one go school, you take uniform, go to and a Latin. I say like Paddy over. They call you. Is it can there? Say not to say B. You understand?
And the youngster going go look down over there.
Yeah. And the answer back, he say yes, now so. So you don't see, you don't threaten them where you only dance to it, you know. What thing you want for let you do or say, now it say. And most of the time, they see them picking and they can come out better past you picking themselves reborn.
Always. That's what they happen always. 100%. And that's where they happen 100%. I'm telling you. All the picking the way you find out so people that they abuse. Always they come up good. At the ending of the day, you will be the abuse them back, you go look at them, you know, you go shame, you know. Now I make they always tell people like always treat picking them equally. It don't matter whether now you born them or not, or you born them. You know, treat picking them equal because you don't know who side that person they
which one
go meet you one day where he will help you. You don't know how you go there on that need where you go see this person so where you depend on that person.
And they themselves,
when that person they go see you say yes at least
yeah, the picking themselves where you born, not all they all will get you soreness for you. At times,
of course,
we not born where you men them. If you come up fine, believe me, I will get that soreness for you. I need to take care of you during the old age. You understand?
Yes.
So now one day, for let you bring discrimination among picking them, like what you say, picking anything it learn from is small. If they get certain age, me myself, I can still imagine, I can still remember the first day I go school. You know, it can come by me. I can only say, why are they still remember this? But like, I can think of my age at that time. I didn't think of my age at that time, but I can still recall. Like, I remember them 10 and day. So things that don't happen now, your life, then 20, 30 years back, you can able recall. Especially some bad things them and good things them. You know, things where it's difficult for it come on your memory. Where remarkable something. You know, it always go through your memory. You know, so like if they don't abuse you this kind of way, they don't deprive you, they don't lock certain facilities for you. You know, it always deal with like memory. It always deal like memory.
Always.
And that make
all the time
fine for duping.
Picking bad.
That make enough fine for duping bad. You go don't forget. Yes, you go don't forget. Yes. But he always remember because your memory na grow, it grow, na come up in the come up. Memory they develop. While you and them you don't big, you don't old, you don't maturity, everything don't stock now. You know they come up again na don't you go. So you don't say.
Of course.
So like if I can give a contribution, I will try for see how we will come on board back for give 1 or 2 contribution. Like just left it first and give chance to other call them and then safe calling. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Cecil. All right. If I'm I can call the toll line then there on the screen. In there on the right side of the screen. That way you go able for call and make your contribution. Or you can still text or send your comments. That way I go able for read them and also we go able for discuss them. And I just want to say thanks to Michaela for joining the show today. Please, I go out for let you call, make you go give your own contribution, or maybe you go text, and that way we go able for read, you know, waiting you the comment. Just like how Mr. Cecil they say, you know, picking them now people away always because their mind too young, they remember, they pick things them. But the thing wey people are not dey realize is once you na pikin dem go abuse you, dem go say thank God I no go remember again, and trust me that pikin dey go remember. And two, if you see sef, right, even at your house, the person wey strict so much, wey very strict na the house, you dey see how the pikin dem can get less for do with that person dey, because of that person dey too strict, you know. So that's how you dey know how the brain is, you know, how people dem how pikin dem can program dem brain. They know how woulda be like dem before, woulda be don maltreat dem, all dat dem still dey remember, you see. So na im make we get forget the way how we dey treat pikin dem. We get for treat pikin dem equally. If you know say you na kombra, you very strict, be strict to all you pikin dem. No bring am partiality, you know, you love this one, you no like that one, so you dey make am obviously let that person dey know say maybe you no like am, or you dey treat dem. Na im can make some people dem dey not even men pikin. You go see some man dem dey abuse their own biological pikin. Then go carry other pikin dey go grow up, e go say you know wetin me mama be don do, or you know wetin me daddy be don do me, dem be maltreat me, no love me, no show me love, and that pikin dey grow for hate you. And they really grow for hate your own biological pikin dem. And we don see dat there a lot, whereby some pikin dem dey neglect their own family, they neglect their own mama, they neglect their own papa, because of wetin dem papa be don use or their mama be don use towards them. Maybe the words, maybe the abusive words dem, maybe they physically they beat them, you know, all down there, you know, they made anything, and they piled up so much. And also we get a comment where they say child abuse for real in Africa, because I went through it. I hope people will wake up and realize that child abuse affected us, that I went through it. Like I said, I went through child abuse from my mother and other family member, and I'm going through a lot right now because of the child abuse went through. So you see, so imagine, you know, wetin we view at dey say e went through child abuse as during a child in childhood, which in parents and in family members dem, you know, abuse am. So e still dey remember that day, e still dey go through that. So that's how you know how powerful child abuse is, you know, how e dey change mortal man in life. You see, some people like is so strong whereby they overcome that, but not everybody they overcome child abuse. Like for example, even me was sit on here, so I don't go through a lot of abuse, because ever since me mommy died when I was 14 months old. You see, I go from one family members to another, friends, families, you know, the way they treat was so bad. Some people that might treat me, some man then I beat. If they say today na beat, I go receive just because of small little thing. You know, I remember this one of we family members, you know, when I be there back home, just because no more I play me clothes dirty, that woman they go beat me till I go faint first, you know. So this then where some people like kid so other people, even you own pikin self where you get in a house, you get for know how you they treat your own biological pikin them, or talk about other person pikin where they outside. So we really get for treat people and pikin them same way how you dey treat your own pikin, na the same way how you for treat another man pikin. If you know say you dey give you pikin 1,000 leons for lunch, make sure say you give out that person your own pikin 1,000 leons for lunch. I know say yeah, sometimes in life not to everybody they get the same treatment, but at least make how you call am, May let that person they not feel so bad or feel so down. You see, we really get for try for stop this child abuse here. So it dey affect people emotionally, physically, this sexual abuse too, whereby you dey see some family home them when dem go get people and girl pikin dem they can't put am at the house, maybe their own pikin dem, maybe their son, go abuse that person there, or maybe the man at the house. I don't see that a lot, whereby one of me friend back home, then ten and day where I be there in the secondary school. Sometimes when you see the kind of school and can cry, I can ask and say, oh, what happen when they explain, say, how in uncle they sleep with them. And don't tell in auntie, they tell and say, now line they lie, making come out. Oh, you they lie. Even time come when it go to in mama and go tell him mama, when mama come, they even go self police involved and everything, but they end up blame the pikin. You see, and the woman they back a man say how na the titi because the man they get lunch, or the man they get waiting, so he want for tarnish the man in name, na making say the man they sleep with him waiting. And that case they just cool down just like that. These are all the abuses that we people learn then they face. Where sometimes people are not one for talk about them, but it's okay for talk about anything they are, so it make you get relief. When you abuse some type of abuse, sometimes it fit for make we go they talk about a lot, go they discuss them thing they are, so now here they help you, they help you, here they heal you. Sometimes we don't know. Nike makes some people that when are not able to handle some type of stress, then they end up commit suicide, because no get people where they hear them, and sometimes then they feel shame, whereby no they come for talk about anything they are, so Nike make most people and they can commit suicide. And most of the suicide things the way they happen in America, yeah, so they see some people rich, they get everything they need. Then get house, then get money, then get motor car. Think about the things there where we nowadays would they think as wealth. Some people then get all that, but still, then they end up kill themselves because of stress. Because we know they talk about anything they are, so. And for we as an African, as a whole, sometimes when we sit down for talk about anything they are, so people and they become very offensive, And some people will say, oh, why they talk about this thing, that thing where you for keep private, waiting, for talk, for do this, but I'm telling you, I know say either one of we, or that there is a way in your life where you don't account abuse, whether not for your family, or from your friend, or maybe from your spouse, or maybe in a school, abuse is abuse, whether it's physical, emotional, it's sexual. I know say no matter wetin, either way, one of we or we all don't encounter abuse in one way or the other. So sometimes I don't think that, so we need for open up to, we need for discuss. The thing wey can bother me so much is in Africa, where say they able for take care of that person they in pikin, why you they keep am at your house? You see, why? If you say you're able for take care of that person they pikin, tell them in plain blank, hey, I'm not able for take care of you pikin. It's better that way. If you not gari that pikin they here in mama or in family, then they eat together. Then go come where that pikin they grew up and go value that. Say yes, me mama or me daddy really take care of me. Even though sometimes we not get thing for eat, na gari with the eat. In better than you go through emotional abuse where they affect you, even when you grow up, you still they remember. Even some of we, right, what would they see that kind of video they are on social media, like how that guy beats that pikin mercilessly one. You see, it beat the pikin so much when they see that video, then they even go be like, oh my gosh, I don't want to see that video. I don't want to see this kind of video, yeah. So because you they become very emotion. and they take you back to the way how you be there before, whereby you be like, yes, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, when I was little, when I was a child, this is what I go through by so and so person. And I bet you when you remember that day, you go, your eyes go filled with tears, you know. So then Tilia, so in the affect, oh Lord, sometimes when I dey talk about like abuse, I dey become very emotion, because I know wetin I go through when I was a child. Now I make up to today, I dey always dey pray. I say, Lord, please, make her live long till me pikin dem don reach type of age wey dem dey able for take care of themselves, where we no need for take them to somebody else, say here mend me pikin for me, or where I no need for take me pikin somewhere where I don die tomorrow, where people dem go maltreat me pikin dem for me. Dat day na my holy prayer as a mother, because I know wetin I go through abuse when I was a child. So my prayer is, God, please give me long life. At least, even if I dey passed away, because death na thing wey dey knack na everybody in door. Nobody guarantee say you no go die. We all get for die in when the time. So my prayer, even if I dey die today sef, let me pikin reach at least 18 years or 19 years of age, whereby dem go able for do things for themselves, wey dem no go able dey to non-family member for men. To non-family member, I dey repeat am, non-family member. Because it's sad. You see, a very, very emotion, you know. And then some people then go say, no go do this thing, yeah, so again, because of I be don't go to this kind of thing, yeah. So especially where we talk about rape, you go see some of them where then go through rape. You go see no do nothing with man. When they see man, then they're scared, because of wetin them be don't go through. Like they still they remember, the injury whether they cause na them life. So now that they can make most of the time, some people then no one for do nothing with man, and also some people them whether don't go through abuse na their marriages them. Now it makes sometimes why they see woman they don't born two pikin, they don't born three pikin them, then they end up become lesbian or gay. I can wonder, be like, wait, so what happened? Like now my mind and I think say, okay, so you be don't get pikin. Go see some of them can say, oh yes, I be don't get pikin before, I have one child or I have two child. So why make you go with this thing? Why make you decide say na this thing you want do? Hey, you go hear some of them can say, where I be then I'm married, those my husband might treat me so much, it make me go through so much hell, which is I no want for do nothing with man. I no want man na my life. I no want date man. Anything about man irritates me. So that's how wetin abuse they cause to people them. But we still not dey see that day. We still not dey see how abuse they affect somebody. And also we get another comment whereby the person say, Josephine Cabo, I experienced it in my childhood living in USA. So you are not in a battle by yourself. So you see, thank you so much, Ms. Fofana, for comments, because you see how this tears so they affect a lot of people, but it's just say no more, not to all man get a bold mind for sit down or for stand and talk, say yes now so and so be don't happen to me. So you see how people and very very affected. Like this lady, as what they say, not to you one grain don't go through child abuse. I don't go through child abuse in US as well. So when you find out, say they don't say majority 85% of people and don't go through child abuse, don't go through neglect, don't go through a lot. And also we get a message from Michaela. They say child abuse and neglect na serious public health problem, especially na the African society where we dey, cause trauma and a long time impact on health issue, complication and well-being. Thank you so much, Michaela. Thank you so much. So now you see, say child abuse not only they affect you emotionally, physically and psychologically, but in they affect you health one as well, because in they cause a lot of trauma and stuff, especially we where they work now the medical field, you know, whereby you dey see some people where they don't where they have abuse where they small, or some kind of abuse, or you go see some people where pikin do bad, where they lock pikin a room where dem be small. You know, you go find out, say even when that person they become adult, in afraid for them at the dark, because some man then so then they punish them pikin, then they have to go to your room, they lock the door multiply you. You go find out, say we see that person they then at the dark and go scream and go shout, because they think, say, you know, somebody they come for hurt harm, or you go think some kind of way. You know, it's just like accident too, you know, where you dey see some people where they get an accident, any step where they pass na that road they, then they becomes traumatized, because they think about, say, hey, now so this accident be happen to me whereby I almost lost my life. I almost lost my life. Cause that person they afraid, you know, they fear the company. They think, say, yes, this thing be don't happen with me so and so time. So now then thing they are, so you know, child abuse the cause to people them, and some man them back again, you know, not just a word no more where you go sit down, you tell you pikin, say, oh, you big fool, you not get sense, oh, you stupid, you the way I see yourself, you not get for can become somebody. And you think, say that pikin they go be so happy, you not go be happy, you know, because whatever you say as a mother or as a parent, they affect that pikin dem. And you go hear some pikin dem go say, ah, me I not fine, ah, me I wawa, because of na so dem parent look where you wawa, look where you not fine, look you teeth, look you waiting. But you tell you they remember that person they take am so serious, say, ah, me not to fine person, why, ah, me mama say I not fine, or me papa said this, or me papa said me papa said that. You know, those are things them where they affect, you know, a lot of people them. And also sometimes again you can make some people and they can go through emotional stress, whereby they want for proof to people and say, yes, this person may don't tell me say I not go better, so I go try very very hard for make her prove and for make her do this. What go make you go put yourself into trouble because of you want for please somebody. So I make her they always the same as a parent. You know, please make we be careful of the words them where we they say to we picking them, and make we be careful of how we they treat to picking them, of how we they treat other man in your picking as well. Because when they mean abuse not mean say pass other person in picking, or somebody who dey na your house for men. Sometimes then the young biological pikin self you go abuse am. Some family then they go see small thing wey pikin do, pie, they don't begin dey slap her, they don't begin dey beat the pikin left and right. All that they not called for. Sometimes then they in we African culture, sometimes when you pikin do something, sometimes you just need for sit down with that pikin dey explain to am instead of beating. Tell the pikin say, hey, look, this thing what you do I not like am, you know, try for do this thing better. You know, na so and so you for do wey go make mommy happy, or na so and so you go do this thing wey go make daddy happy. Sometimes just a conversation between you and your pikin go make that pikin dey change, or go make that pikin dey learn from am. But if you dey beat pikin am because pikin do something, you just sit down normal, you slap am kpai, like what kind education wey the pikin get from that day? There's no education from it. If you know say okay, you don put this tear so na your house, you no let that pikin dey church and call am say, hey John, you see this decoration here so wey I don put, so I no wan make you touch am here, because if you touch am e go break, mommy get for spend another money for buy am, so I no want that the money wey I go use for go buy you clothes, I go end up replace am for buy this thing which mommy no want for do that day. Okay, that's a good conversation between you and your pikin, and I bet you go see some changes dem than wey you dey slap the pikin anyhow. Na im can make, if you find out where you beat pikin for something, in the next minute the pikin dey go back to that thing dey, and you get for beat am back again, because you no teach am wetin make you beat am for. You no make let the pikin understand say na this thing I dey beat you for, na this thing wey you do e wrong. That way the pikin next time go see there go say, oh, my mama or my daddy be don tell me say make I not touch this tear so I go break am. That's a simple way, you know, for communicate with your pikin, wey go make in the long run wey this pikin so be a woman or a man, e no go neglect you. You go say, Ada, my mama they abuse me so much, I no want nothing for do with me mama. We don't see that there a lot, not so only pikin the way you men, and most of the times pikin the way you men, they always there for rescue you. Most of the time when you find out say wey person go take other people and pikin the way you might treat them so bad, that pikin they go end up better pass you pikin them, and go end up be somebody tomorrow where you go admire say, hey, I wish me pikin be like so and so person. You see, e no mean say you na bad mom or you na bad person wey, because nobody know the wish for make wey you men you pikin turn up some kind of way. We all want for let we pikin them better. We all want for make wey person see we pikin like say, wow, look at this person, I want let me own be like this, or want for let me own be like that. We not know the wish, but at the same time, as an African parent, we get for mind the way where would they take care of we picking them as well. So me fumble them. The show they come to an end. We done there so for at least and almost an hour, and so today before the show they end, I just want for go back again to the 4 types of abuse. Make I just kind of like get a brief explanation for the one that will join me right now. That way, you know, go able for just talk about a little. So one of the abuse, you know, where people then they go through again, now physical abuse. When they mean physical abuse, now where you they beat somebody, where you they use your hand, anything where they cause harm to that person, they now in a physical abuse. Emotional abuse is now where you they say something where they make that person they go become emotional, where something about something they make you cry. Sometimes it's good for let that pikin they cry, make it cry it out, but most of the time, oh, now crocodile tears in they make. And the other abuse is neglect. You know, where you know they meet that pikin they in basic need. When I mean basic need, I mean like food, you know, shelter. So outside that pikin they sleep, you know, and clothing, thing the way the pikin then they wear. You know, sometimes again, you know, where some people the way they get other people and pikin, they go buy new clothes for their own pikin them. They go buy new things them for their own pikin, but when it comes to the other person pikin, now they use clothes for them pikin don't wear, now in then go give them, or either then go left that pikin there with the same whole clothes or maybe chair clothes. Now I make most of the time, right? Where you dey go na African houses. As soon as you reach inside that home, even somebody not tell you, you dey know whether na the men pikin, you dey know whether na the slave, and you dey know whether na the missus, whether na the madam of the house. I'm telling you, there is no way you dey able for differentiate. There is no way wey you no dey able for differentiate the difference, because you obviously dey see and say yes, this pikin, this pussy also being maltreated by this pussy also. If you dey treat other person your own pikin as your own pikin, person no need for tell the difference. When dem see the even when not to your pikin, dem go say, mommy Agnes, oh look where your pikin fine. Pass na you go tell the person also say, oh, don't tell me pikin, oh na me brother in pikin. Because of the way how you dey treat that person dey pikin, for let somebody tell say sef this person also na you pikin, and very hard. But when you dey maltreat that pikin, you dey physically abuse them, emotionally abuse, neglect. There is always a difference. Even stranger come at your house, they know whether na the house girl, they know whether na the house boy. You no need for tell dem say, oh na me house boy dan dey, or oh na me men pikin dan dey. The way how you dey treat that person pikin, they don make that person dey right away don't know whether na the house boy, or whether na the cleaner, or whether they take care of the house. But if you treat the pikin dem together the same, I bite you. Stranger go come, you no even dey know say sef this person this pikin wey dey na your house na house boy, or this pikin wey dey na your house na men pikin, because of you dey treat them all the same. And also when it comes to sexual abuse, again, whereby na her home where you dey see a lot of time wey pikin dem sexually abused, dem go come for can tell the person. But better that person dey listen to the pikin, go begin, oh dear, na lie you dey lie, you wan can give me family trouble, you wan can lie pari, you wan can say na because of you no like this person, or na because you wan give me man trouble, or na because you wan give me pikin dem trouble, na make you dey say dem touch you, na make you dey say dem do this to you. Yes, a lot of people they don't go through so much sexual abuse. But sometimes again, when you talk, the way how the person they respond to you, they make you they so afraid for even explain, for even talk to that person. They, because of you not to them picking, or you not somewhere else, or maybe you not them sister or them brother picking the way kind of the house, so they go get a deaf ears for listening to you. And then they make what that person they grow up and they get a little bit of trust issue, fear, they overcome that person. That person they know they become they socially active and go afraid for talk and go afraid for voice out because of anything whether picking they want say, you go ala panam, or you go talk some kind of thing, you go say like set him out, or na crocodile tears in they make, stuff like that. So please, I dey beg una me family and where they watch me today, make we learn, or make we try our best for treat people like equally, whether na you pikin or to you pikin. Make we try our best for how we dey treat people them equally, because tomorrow nobody knows tomorrow. Tomorrow ain't go be say that you house boy where you dey alapa, that you house boy where you go slap because maybe they go for go give water, the water to away. That you house boy where you go kick because of you want for make and go wash for you the clothes. Maybe they can do something else and forget. That you men pikin where you they might treat because of do something, or because of na in time for waspan. Maybe that pikin dey not was that pande, or because of you don't get ambokutin for book, that pikin dey too slow, you're not able for doing the time where you want. You go ala para, you go kick her, you go slap her, you go tell her all kind of words. Remember, tomorrow no guarantee. And that same pikin dey, now you get for end up be somebody. And that same picking day, now you go end up one day go want for make you help you. That same picking day, now you go want for call tomorrow and say, I not well, I sick, or I stress, I need money, I need this. That same picking day where you might treat yesterday, now im go stand up for help you today. Na so we dey know say life no guarantee. Today you go be a billionaire, tomorrow you go be a beggar. Life no guarantee. Today you go be a boss, tomorrow na you get for answer yes ma, yes sir. That's how we know how life no guarantee. So please me famble them, make we be nice, let we be good to other people and pikin dem, let we treat people dem the same. Please, I dey beg una, make we try our best, make we stop child abuse. I know say child abuse na thing wey we no dey stop right away, but we go try for minimize am. If we dey advocate for each other, if we dey able for stand for the truth, if we dey able for tina and talk and teach people in the way how for do things, I believe say each and every one of we go be a better person, and that person dey wey dey help go be a better person tomorrow. Na that the number we need for do, we need for help each other. And I just want for say thank you guys so much. Una wey dey watch we, the one that we comment, and please I dey encourage una for make una share this video to una friends and loved ones. That way them back go able for take one or two things out of it. So as soon as they see the picture, the video, just like I said, I'll not be able for play them because of it go become a copyright. But when they see the picture over there where this 2 years old pikin, the man they beat him mercilessly one, and they beat this pikin so bad, whereby you remember where you see her, you as a mom or as a father, you dey afraid for give you pikin out to anybody, even for let that person they watch you pikin for 1 hour self. When you see this video, you dey afraid for give you pikin to anybody, say please I wan gonna mark it quick and they come back. When you see this kind of video, small pikin like that, that person they beat this pikin like for say tomorrow no day. And just like how we viewers say, tomorrow is not promised to either one of us. Do unto others as you will want others to do to you. Read Matthew 12 7. The script and also the scripture Deuteronomy 8:25. Thank you so much, sister, for sharing this scripture here so with me. That way they will see how even the Bible says, even God remember what creates we. Say we're not for abuse. We come in follow woman. Then I make God say, treat your neighbor as thyself. Love your neighbor as thyself. Even the Bible say, parents, do not treat your children to anger. Even the same Bible say, children, love your respect your mom, obey your parents. Now the same Bible back now in they turn around, they say, parents, do not lead your kids to anger. The same Bible. Thank you so much, for that. And I just want to say thanks to you guys. I really appreciate una for what una do with we. When I comment, I really appreciate you guys. And me what they talk to una Mina Fatmata. And also we YouTube channel as well, where una can go and watch the YouTube channel, and una can able for share them to una friends and family, and then back go learn from it. Thank you guys so much. And this show ya so where they come to una name Voice of Salone, and the show in name now What Would You Do? And me what they talk to una Mina Fatmata. And I just want to say thanks to technical team, and thanks to you guys where they watch me today. Please share this video. Thank you guys so much, and tata. All right.